Hello, lovely people. It is I, Tristan from Crafting Worlds. Did you know Crafting Worlds is a community? That means you can join us at our Discord in the link below. We talk about keyboards, we talk about tech, we talk about lifestyle. We just talk. So come join us. Anywho, today we have something special that I'm actually very excited to bring to you, especially after the disaster that was the Lofree Flow 2 and continues to be a disaster. My God, I've never seen a company go so hard on social media, like telling their own customers they are wrong and it is ergonomic. Lofree has lost so much respect. Anyway, this is not about Lofree, but it is about a competitor who is like, hey, look, this guy made a video on Lofree and didn't like it. We should send him the NuPhy Air75 V3. So many comments were asking for me to look at this, and I was like, I've already reviewed NuPhy stuff. I find NuPhy stuff to be like, I've never had a problem with NuPhy stuff, right? I think it's good. I just find that it's good. It's just kind of like middle ground, middle of the line, like good. It's not bad. It's not great. And I always thought Lofree stuff like had that really nice like thok, and I don't know, it felt great. But oh my, how the tables have turned. The only downside, and I have some extra switches here, these are their silence, the blush Nano switches. The only problem with this new version is that you cannot access all of the old switches, which had some really nice sounds, because these are the version 3 Gaterons. And so you have to either get a silent, tactile, or linear. There is no clicky anymore, and there's just a lot less options. I'm assuming that's going to grow over time because it's the new version 3s, and that's pretty much what everybody is using now. I expect your options to open up. Congrats to them. They did not put a plastic... They didn't put a plastic cover, and I'm so happy about it. And it looks like this is recyclable, and that makes me happy. We'll look at that in a second, though. So it has like the quick guide and stuff, and they always package things very nicely, but this is where they stand out, I think. This is very iconic of NuPhy. So they have their normal USB to USB-C. I did hear on the production models that it will be USB-C to USB-C, so stay tuned for that. Then you have your alternate keys, which this is a Mac and PC keyboard. So the keyboard actually comes with Mac installed, and there's the extra keys for your Windows. And you have the little NuPhy cat, which I like the little NuPhy cat. This is a great time actually to show you the double shot PBT keycaps. So very well made here. Look at that. Nice and solid on the inside. Should last for quite a while. They feel great. They have a really nice... I don't know. I just like this concave on their keys. Their keys always felt really nice to type on. It's kind of like a MOA key, kind of like a cherry, but like in between. And it just feels really good in the low profile. So these are very solid keys and built quite well. Then, as you would expect, comes with the keycap puller. Now, it all comes in this NuPhy color scheme, as always. They're like gray and teal. And these are actually really good. Well-made pullers. I used this for quite a long time when I first got started in this. And then you also have a screwdriver. And then this is the coup de grace of this board. And this is the replacement switch for the upper right switch, which is your knob. So it comes with a replaceable knob. Now, this knob, unfortunately, is very wobbly, but the tactile feel of twisting it, oh, it's so good. And we'll do a sound test of that because you can literally hear it. It's really good. And it has a nice little clicky press. But yeah, if you want something that is in there, it is not. Also, it pops off very easily. So I don't think you should travel with this on. It could either snap or you could lose this very easily. They should really do something about this. And I think it's just this stem here is just too short. So I feel like if they extended this stem, you would actually be fine. And this wouldn't be wobbling. and it wouldn't be in danger of falling off. So yeah, if you're listening to this NuPhy, just extend that stem and this should be great. Plus, like, this is modular, so that shouldn't be so hard to change. So yeah, so that's what's in the box. It comes with everything you need, which is great. Now let's take a look at the keyboard. All right, so here it is. This has the Windows keys already installed on it. As you can see, we've got the Windows there, the Alt, Windows and Alt. Now, just as a note, this right here is just yellow, and like these are just colorful, and you can replace those with whatever you want. This is delete, and so you could actually replace it with the delete. Also, if you're using a computer that does sleep, you can replace your F6 instead of sound. So you can replace that with the sleep. And then you have an insert key if you want to replace one of these with, say, insert instead of, you know, page up, page down, home, or end. And also, as I showed you, the delete key. But the main thing here is this. So let's check this out. This is where that screwdriver comes in handy, and this is how you get that out. So you come in here and you unscrew this. By the way, this is like a hex, so it's not a normal screwdriver, which I think was a mistake. They should have made this a normal screw so that you didn't need a special tool for it. I think more people have like glasses screwdrivers, right, than this. And then you have to pull this out, which is fun. And I'm being facetious. It's not great. Okay, it's not bad, but it's not great. Okay, so you take that screw. Don't lose this. And then it's, you know, it's nice and revealed now. Okay. And then you take this little module and you pop it in. Okay. So we are in, and now we want to take our little screw. There you go. You just have to wait until you feel it lock. And there you go. It's installed, and your new knob is installed. They have a low profile knob, but for some reason, that low profile knob is not included, which is weird. I think that might just be for this version, because on their website, it says that the low profile knob is included. It says it right here. So I'm just assuming the low profile one is not ready for the review units, which that's unfortunate, but yeah. Okay. And there it is. All done with your knob. Your very wobbly knob. That is so wobbly. Like, that's crazy. So you've got an aluminum frame on the outside this time around, and then a plastic bottom, which, oh, by the way, save this for you. Oh, yeah. Which, by the way, gives it nice acoustics, because low profile boards don't have much space to like resonate. It's good when it's plastic because it kind of adds a little bit of thockiness to otherwise thockless keys because of the low profile nature. Now you have your little feeties, and you got both little tiny and big. So let's see, does this pass the test? It does. Ta-da! They didn't fall. Let's see if the big ones. This is the I am going to eat my food at my desk test. And ta-da! Look at that. They really addressed a lot of things that I've had problems with NuPhy boards on this board. So I'm real happy with this. Like, this is great. These little feeties here are really wonderful. And because you have these two little feeties, this helps to stick it on a laptop. Boom. Perfect fit. Like, could it get any better than that? And it locks in because those little feet are basically grabbing the top keys and grabbing the bottom keys, so this doesn't go anywhere. It will go left and right, but it won't go up and down. I think that's brilliant, by the way. So whoever came up with that, bravo. What a cool idea that is. So you have your dongle for your Wi-Fi right here, and it really locks in there. Like, this is not coming out. Like, not coming out. There's a bump that locks it, and that is a fantastic feature. You also have USB-C, And there are your toggles for your Windows, Mac mode, and tri-mode connectivity. Yes, this has Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and also wired. So instead of like having to hit Function N or other things, they moved the buttons to the top, which is great. So this is just really easy and user-friendly. I like user-friendly things. This board is really just seriously just knocking it out between the aluminum outside to make it look pretty. These like light they did good. They did good. And it's got super bright RGB. For some of you, you may not like this, but it's north facing. So that might be something you dislike. I don't care, to be honest. I like north and south facing. I like north facing mostly on my gaming keyboards because of the shine through. Since this doesn't have shine through, south facing, I guess, would have been a little bit better, but I like these little accents on the side. I think they're fun. They're also functional. So you see that's blue. That means cap lock is on, cap lock is off. Now, function 1, 2, 3 are your Bluetooths, and then function 4 is your Wi-Fi. This does not come with VIA or QMK. So we will show you their software, which is the NuPhy software. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, so here is the NuPhy 2.0, which is their own software. You plug in your keyboard, connect it, and boom shakalaka. Oh, look at that. There's an update. I'm not going to do that right now. Oh, actually, no, I will. Let's see. Let's see how easy this is. Whoa, okay. What's happening here? Okay, I think this is good. Let's do it. Update. We will see exactly how this goes. I mean, so far, good. Okay, so that's a little confusing. I think you just need to refresh it. And that should probably do it. Yeah, because it installed the update, but then it was like, hey, do you want to do it again? That's a little weird. So they might want to look into that. Anyway, so the NuPhy IO is actually not bad at all. It's very good. So you can do your little key tests, make sure everything's working good. God, these keys feel so good. You can do lighting effects. You can't do per key RGB. Come on. Out of all the things, you have all these different lighting effects. They're really cool. And then they were like, you know what? No per key RGB. I mean, like, I don't know though. I want my per key RGB. I'm a sucker. What can I say? I love per key RGB. So anyway, the ones that they have are nice, I guess. And you can get it brighter. So like that's pretty damn bright. It's daytime here, and I got lights on and everything, and this is bright. So bravo on making it good. Oh man. Anyway, so you've got the keyboard, you've got your advanced functions, so you can do I don't know why it's giving me the option to do SOCD or any of these. This is not a... Okay. So it shows you if this was a Hall effect board, but obviously you can't do that because it isn't. Then it has the lighting effects. Then you have key bindings, and so you can change things. You've got interesting things for Photoshop. I do wish that these were not the same... You know what I mean? Like the same image. Because zoom out, zoom in, all this stuff. Like if you put it on a key, it's going to look like all the keys. You know what I mean? So that's like weird. I don't know why. Like make them a little bit different. You got Illustrator, Figma. That's pretty cool. I mean, I haven't really seen many things with that. You can record macros, which is fantastic. And you can also lock your Windows key and all the other good little stuffs. It also has the anti-wobbleness level. I just keep it on intermittent. You're fine. So you can customize your knob. And I think that's the most important thing on this board. So you can make it so it's just volume, or you can come in here and make it a macro or make it work with your editing programs. And I think that's a really fantastic feature. As long as you don't really want VIA and QMK, like for some reason you just have to have that, this is great. And it works on Mac and Windows. So Let's take a look at their website. The board comes in at $139.95. No sales, no BS, just this is the price. And I think the price is actually pretty... Low profile keyboards are always more expensive than other keyboards. Let's just put it that way. Like for instance, this is $169 and I just did the review on it and I love it and it's amazing. It's made out of magic. It's a wonderful keyboard. It's got a lot more than this board. But low profiles are a niche audience, so they're always going to be just a little bit more. So this is actually not bad. It's lower than, say, Logitech prices, and it sounds better, so that's good. You can pick the red nanos, the brown nanos. These are the tactile, and then this is the silent. You can pick your colors. There's also a bunch of different add-ons here. So you can get shine-through keycaps and different keycaps. There's so much customization, honestly. They have so many cool different add-ons, and their add-ons are always good quality. So like even their... I have this one, and it's a little fingerprinty, so you might want to go with like a beach walnut or black or acrylic frosted like that. They even have desk mats. So, I mean, you can get a bunch of stuff from them. You can add without having to... Yeah, you can get the switches you want when you buy the damn thing, which is just so nice of them. So nice for them to let you pick that versus, no, you can only get it in this and this color. What company does that? Very anti-consumer, eh? Okay, so the thing that y'all are really going to like, especially my overseas friends, you get all the different ISOs and JIS. Look at this. Are you happy? Are you happy? You should be. You should definitely be happy because that's not offered on, I don't think, any of the low profile keyboards out there. So that's fantastic. It's got a 4,000 milliamp battery, which is very, very good for this. If you turn the lights off, it'll apparently last you up to 1,200 hours. I don't have that to test, but so far it's been working pretty good with the RGB on. I haven't had to recharge it. I often keep things plugged in too, so I'm not the best person to talk about battery life. I do like to just keep my boards plugged in. It's old school mentality. I don't know. Honestly, the only thing left is a sound test. So let's do it. So there we have it. That is the NuPhy Air75 V3. In my opinion, this is probably NuPhy's best low profile board. Let's just go through the pros and cons because a lot of the stuff they nailed, they really nailed. First pro is that it's got the feet on the bottom that just hold on to a laptop. And whoever came up with that, it's honestly the most brilliant idea that they've ever had. And bravo. The second pro is that they have extra feet. So if you want to change your typing angle, and they don't push down when you slide. So if you want to get the keyboard out of your way to eat something at your desk, you don't have to worry about those feet just like sliding out. It holds the USB dongle really well. It has switches for on and off and the Wi-Fi and the tri-mode connectivity. It has tri-mode connectivity. It has really easy ways to switch there. It uses the NuPhy IO, which is a very intuitive system. It firmware updates without a hitch. A little hitch, but not the worst thing in the world. The major pro, for those of you who want it, ISO and JIS for overseas. Finally, you have a low profile board that gives you that. So there are no other low profile boards that give you that. So if you want it, you now have it. And that is just awesome. So again, NuPhy is listening. It has double shot PBT keycaps. The keycaps are very legible. The RGB is very bright. The functionality just works. Everything works. Oh, and the knob is programmable. So that is a huge plus. The materials it's made out of, the aluminum on the outside, the plastic on the bottom, it's great because it makes it lightweight while also maintaining the thockiness of the sound. The fact that they fit in gasket mounting into this little guy is really cool because it makes the typing experience really enjoyable. And I really do feel like this is a productivity keyboard. And so gasket mounting for productivity and typing over long periods of time will help to reduce fatigue. The keycaps feel fantastic. The switches feel fantastic. And so let's kind of hop into the cons a little bit. So some of the keys, if you noticed, have a little bit of a pingy, scratchy sound to them. Most people probably will not notice this, but I don't know. To me, when the modifier keys don't have the same sound profile, it bothers me. The space bar is great, but like the backspace and the shift had a very sharp, scratchy sound to it. And I don't know if it needs to be lubed better from the factory or what, but that is a problem. The knob is very wobbly. I didn't get the chance to try the low profile knob because it's not included in this version that they sent us. And installing it, that screw, being a hex screw, is a weird choice. I think a normal screw would have been better, especially because it's easy to switch, because I think that size screw is pretty much like an eyeglasses screw, and most people have those laying around in case you lose the screwdriver that came with it. The pro is that they give you a screwdriver and it comes with it. Other than the scratchiness to some of the switches, the sound profile is fantastic. They give you all the keycaps you could ever need to replace certain keys, especially the F6, the delete, the insert, the Mac, the Windows. They give you every key you could possibly need. The con for some people will be north-facing RGB. Without shine-through keycaps, north-facing doesn't quite make much sense. South-facing would have made a lot more sense in this situation. But the most people don't like north-facing because of the fact that it doesn't allow you to put certain keycaps on it. But since these keycaps are very specific to NuPhy and other low-profile boards, I don't think you're going to run into that issue. So it shouldn't really matter too much. I love that they have the little accents on the sides. They're very nice. It's very cute. I like that the caps lock utilizes one of them. I don't know if the right side utilizes one. I couldn't find out where. The software itself is intuitive. Some of the icons could use a little bit of improvement, but they could improve that over time. I mean, if you want a good sounding, very lightweight keyboard for your laptop and traveling, I don't know another low profile keyboard out there that is up to the standards of this and has all the functionalities. So I'm very happy with this board. I don't think that they can't improve. I absolutely do think that they can improve, and that's great. And they have been every iteration. And that's something that's really, when you look at a company and you see that they're improving iteration after iteration, that's a good thing. And NuPhy has been doing that as it goes on. They really nailed it this time, and I can't wait to see what other versions of the switches they come out with, because NuPhy's always been really good at having a bunch of different low-profile switch options. So it's sad to see version 2 get, kind of obfuscated because you can't put it in this, but I'm excited to see where version 3 takes them. I believe that this takes them out of the mediocre or the just meh, it works, and it puts them into the, yes, this is a solid low profile board that I can highly recommend. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, thumbs up. If you hated it, down twice. Subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.